put your lips that close to her backside.
Oh my God.
I won't let her hit you, I promise, Alicia, okay? I'll save you.
You're weird. I'm just looking. Someone's just told me. Someone's told me how to get comments from your live up.
You're scared of her.
I'm literally just doing it now, just to show what EQ had said in my live, because I ain't a liar.
No, and you are, because you just lied about what I said this morning.
Queen, I'm really upset by what you say. It's mad.
You're not upset. Or either is Taurine. Taurine's just a very bad, messed up woman. She's not upset about last night, is she, fuck? She's just a messed up woman in the head over all the green. She smokes way too much green.
I am ginger, and I get a lot of abuse for being ginger. I mean, I am a minority.
Oh my God. Can you not compare what's just happened to being ginger? Oh my Lord. Sorry, Angie, no offence, we love the gingers.
Oh, here we go. This is the live. Right, let me find her comment.
Maggie, you alright?
I'm alright, Mariah, yeah. Just little bullies up there, little mean girl groups as usual, yep.
Or is it? Who's this about the Torian one again?
Yeah, about being transgender last night. Did you see her?
Yeah, I always see you, Gypsy Queen, sticking up for the trans community all the time.
Yeah, and I always...
You're a big advocate for the trans community.
You see me, Alicia? I am from a minority group. I can actually stand up and talk. You're not. You're not. I know you're a wannabe black
do you know
person.
what? Anyone who's
I know
not
in your heart of hearts you want to be a black
Anybody
woman.
who's not from a minority group, don't you ever speak up for anyone.
It's never going to happen, love. You're a white woman. Get over it. Accept you are a white woman. Accept it.
I know I'm a white woman.
Accept it then. Accept it. And stop trying to be a black woman. Stop trying to be a black woman. Stop trying to talk like a black woman. Act like a black woman. Stop it. You're a white woman.
Right, I've got my comments up, yeah? This is from my live. This is on my TikTok. She was at in Top Girl. She's put, it was Andrew, not me. That pesky Andrew one has been at you, not me. So don't call me a liar.
Where's the video? Where's the video of this morning when you were talking this morning when you said
Gypsy Queen, no one cares. Start screen recording to back up.
No, you just said you're not a liar, but you are.
You're so boring. It's not a fake account. It's EQ.
Okay, Alicia, the difference is, right, and you know, she can say that about herself. Yeah, she's talking on herself. She don't want it, but it's not.
Angela, my point is, she's just come up here, called me a liar, and called me a slag, and called me all these things. Like later on, she'd be like, "Oh, she's a 4x4," because she says I've got 4 kids by 4 men, I've got 3 kids by 1. But anyway,
Eva Queen,
she just called me a liar in this box. She was shouting at me. It's right there. That's what she said. It was Andrew, not me. That pesky Andrew one has been at you, not me. Me personally, I would never dead name her. I don't believe in that. I don't think it's right. She's Chelsea. She's a trans woman. Cool, whatever. If I was arguing with her, I wouldn't attack her gender. Me personally, I'm Alicia. I'm not Torian. I'm not Shep. I'm not anybody else.
No, you just hang around with friends.
Gypsy Queen, shut up.
It's the truth, though. It's the truth, though, isn't it? You and NJ don't like to hear it because you know I'm telling the truth.
No, you're just boring.
I think it's wrong of you trying to use this situation to try and get some leverage over something that's not there. Whatever happened ages ago, and we both stood on what was said to you. I was
we went live several times, and we were saying that it was wrong.
I don't know what more she wants from us, honestly.
Angie, can I ask Gypsy Queen a question?
Of course you can.
Gypsy Queen. Oh, she can still hear us, can't she? Oh?
No, she's gone. What a shame.
She'll come back up. She's on the phone. What do you want to ask her?
I just wanted to ask her if she's got any receipts of her actually advocating for the trans community before this situation with Torian, because I think she's a nice person, but I feel like it's not a fair discussion because she's biased with the fact that she's got an argument with Torian, so she's kind of using the trans community as a way to kind of, you know, get one out on Torian. So I don't think it's like...
that's what I'm saying, Miss B. I've never seen her say anything to back the trans community or call out anyone else who's being transphobic.
Yeah, so that's why I wanted to ask her. Has she got any receipts of her ever advocating for the trans community before this argument with Torian?
But you'd all stand with Torian after she laughing about Maggie's little son getting jabbed.
And you know the problem here is what's just happened, the video that's just been posted that's got lynching and chains, I'm going to keep saying it completely gets deflected from it. It's like, yeah, but what about what this person's done? Let's concentrate on what's just happened, what this discussion was about when I come in Angie's live. It was about the video EQ has posted and the things that were on there. It's not about Torian.
Yeah, we can confirm that what the video is inciting, in my opinion, hatred. It is racist, absolutely. But we've got to remember that we've got to call out other people as well. And Torian did go again. Well,
so can I jump in and ask my question? So my question.
oh, sorry, I didn't know you were speaking.
Sorry, can I ask my question? Sorry. So I've been obviously listening to live and things like that, and I've obviously we're going off EQ and EQ's video here and stuff. I just don't understand how, like, I get like the whole KK thing because she's put that in because she obviously got called that yesterday. But other than that part, how this reflects back to race, because I hear everybody's like saying, oh, you know, it's because she's got chained up because she's black, but it's not because she's black. Because if she was white, she's got a
black woman on the video. It's I don't know who it's supposed to be.
Shep?
With a different black woman. I don't know if it's supposed to be Remy or if it's just a black woman. But they have a rope on them and they are being lynched.
Oh, who's echoing?
And then another black woman has chains around her neck. Like the connotations behind that are insane.
I understand that, but I just don't think it's about race. I think it's just purely around Shep.
No, I'm sorry. She
who are the
knew
random
what
black
she was
women
doing.
in the video? Because it's not Shep that's being lynched in the video. It's not Shep with chains around her. I believe one of them that EQ's made it so she is hitting this person. I believe that's supposed to be Remy, but I don't know that.
Right, I get it. No, I was just asking the question because it all seems to be related to race, and I think it's wild because obviously in, like, you know, we're talking about race and
she has blackface on it as well.
Yeah. So I was going to get to this point as well.
Can I just say something? Like I said before, the video is about race, isn't it? So she's the KKK. It's a black woman on a farm they've come in. She's gone in, unalived all her animals, and I think unalived a black woman or something like that. And then there's got a church behind that's burning. You know, her dressed in
the burning cross.
Burning cross, KKK. You know, dressed in that. So it definitely is to do with, you know, the KKK, right? And they unalived black people. Many, many black people unalived. Yes, so that's how I feel it is to do that.
Well, you know what, though, Ange, on the KKK, to be honest with you, it's like, now that obviously the times have changed and obviously there's a new generation of people and the young ones, that's kind of phased out, but America, it still goes on, and they do.
Yes, it's still got the KKK.
There's lynchings are happening in America today, like it's happening.
100%.
And another thing, there's a man in it who is that's supposed to be Laura's dad. I don't know if it's the actual picture of him or what, but Laura's dad has passed away, and she has made Laura's dad there. I think he was an addict. And he has passed away, and she has put him in there as an addict, and like when he's passed away, that's another thing that's messed up.
Yeah, so I totally understand that. Obviously, totally get it. Shit thing to do, granted. But I feel like you're losing your argument here because you're on about race and things like that, which is fair enough.
Just say you don't care about racism. It's fine. Just say you don't care about racism.
You know what I think, Southern? Sorry, can I just say something? Southern.
No, hang on. Let's finish my sentence. Let's finish my sentence. So, obviously, very against racism. I totally understand why he's.
I don't believe that.
Video. However, you've then got Torian jumping in a box pretending to be trans. Like, you know, it's still a minority.
Oh, do you know what?
It's covered by the same law.
That makes that video absolutely fine then. That makes it absolutely fine. That's wonderful. Well done, you've just fixed all the world. You fixed transphobia and you fixed racism. Well done.
I just don't understand where your argument is.
All right, Southern, can I just say something? I honestly believe that you probably need to go and educate yourself more around the KKK before you come up on a stage and just make these wild accusations that we're reaching.
With pictures
Nobody's not reaching for nothing. The content was there. No, wait there, let me finish because I didn't you finish. The content was there for everybody to see, regardless of what T said. Like I already said, T is one person. Do you understand? Just the same way how Eva Queen is one person. I do not have a vendetta against the trans community now because Eva Queen decided to do a video mocking people who I identify with. But I'm not going to allow someone like yourself to come up and say, well, you're losing the argument, you're losing this, you're losing that. I don't understand. If you don't understand, you need to go and educate yourself, love.
Sorry, I chose the wrong word there. It's not that you're losing the argument against the racism, because obviously that's a very important argument. I think what's, like, obviously you're calling other people out, which is fine, because everybody, you know, if you've done something wrong and you're obviously, like, you're trying to fight for what's right, that's fair enough. But it's
I
a
just
bit-
think, you know why I rose up?
It's a bit rubbish that other people are like now jumping in afterwards. Like I was totally listening to your argument. Like I was in the live, like yeah, you are correct. Like racism's, no, I get it. I totally get it. But then obviously you've got other people jumping in and then being
and
like
that's not
transphobic, and it doesn't, it's not fair. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're sticking to a topic, stick to that topic, but don't then come in and then be like transphobic and things like that. It's not right.
It's kind of tit for tat, isn't it? And I understand where you're coming from in that sense. I get
I think
that.
that's where you're not losing your argument, because it's not an argument to lose, because racism is really shit. However, you're not losing your argument in a sense where it's becoming tit for tat.
Have I been transphobic? Because I'm speaking.
No, not you.
Take Torian out of the equation. I've never been transphobic.
No, not you. But that's what I'm saying. Though I'm not
But I'm
saying
saying
you.
I can't stop Torian going into a box and doing whatever she's doing.
I'm not saying
But I'm
you
speaking for me, and the stuff that's been put out there, to me, I don't understand how anyone can justify it. Whether you support her or not, whether you continue to support her, what's wrong is wrong and what's right is right. And to say, oh, but that's I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about that video.
No, yeah, but I only jumped in because I was listening to you obviously the live and stuff like that, and I totally get where you're coming from and things like that. I was jumping in to say like, you're not losing your argument, because it's not an argument to lose, but it's like what Andre said, it's a tit for tat. He's not making it a tit for
but
tat.
can I just mention something very important to Alicia? There was a woman that I played on my FYP yesterday, right? And she spoke about the history as to the comment that you made on Twitter about black people that were shackled on boats and thrown into the water.
She spoke about that yesterday, Angie. I'd fallen out with her. She spoke about it yesterday. She deleted the video a day after, and she knows that I wasn't racist. I don't think she'll come in here because she was fuming that you used her video. Because these people know I'm not a racist. These people have seen the context of the tweets. They've seen everything. You lot ain't seen nothing. You just running with something, and I'll let you run with it. I don't care, because I know who I am as a person.
Alicia, but they might not be offended, but other people might be offended by that comment saying black.
But they don't know. But they haven't seen the comment.
What's it saying? Black women people can't swim. You know the history.
That's not what I said, though.
You said it.
That's not what I said, though.
What did you say?
And you know, the opinion that matters to me is not people that are doing one-upmanship on TikTok. The people that matter to me are the people of colour who racism affects on a day-to-day basis. Me, I know I haven't been racist in my life. I know what I stand for. I know what I've always stood for. I know how I was raised, and I know how my family feels. So people saying to me about Twitter, they've not seen anything. They're running with something. Corey's saying that I retweeted a racist joke. You're saying that I told a black woman she can't swim. Not one of you have seen anything. Not one of you have produced receipts.
You admitted it, though, Alicia.
I care about what people I care about think of me and my friends and people of colour.
You admitted it.
Like you lot are trying to do one-upmanship.
No, but you admitted it.
But you still haven't seen it.
John, this app is one-upmanship, Alicia.
Corey, all you do is say the N-word in private and think that it's okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, I say it all the time, babes, yeah.
Well, you do, because I've had 3 recordings of you doing it. So, yeah, you do it.
3 recordings. Oh, my God.
Can I just say something?
Amazing.
I think the problem here, though, is, Alicia, is you're the one shouting the loudest, right, about racism, calling people out, as in your white.
Because I mean it. I speak about things I care.
No, you don't mean it.
Please let me finish here. But yeah, you did tweet that comment. Please don't say you didn't. You did. No, I know. Have I seen that tweet? No, I haven't. But you have admitted to it. And now you must have known the history behind that to say that comment. Because
what did I tweet, Angie?
I'm not finished. I don't understand that comment where you said black people can't swim. I'm like, well, what's that got to do with anything? Until that lady came on and actually spoke on the black history as to why you made that comment. Now, I would never ever make a comment. I would never make a comment like that anyway. But however, for someone to make that comment, must know about the black history. They must know what happened to the black people.
What did I write, Angie?
You said black people cannot swim.
That's what I wrote, is it?
Yes.
Have you got proof that I wrote those words? Are those the words I wrote, Angie?
This is called gaslighting, by the way,
It's not gaslighting. Is that the words I wrote, Angela?
Yes, it is. You're an absolute dog.
Is that the words I wrote?
Alicia.
Sorry? Sorry, I can't hear you over this little no friends dweeb. Sorry, say that again.
No friends, yeah, all right, darling.
And you got child doxers in the chat. Mob, you're a child doxer. Sorry, carry on. So those are the words I wrote. You've got no proof of that. You haven't seen a tweet. People in the comments are saying I retweeted it. No one really knows. They're just running with it because they want one up on me.
Right. Well, I've got a video of you admitting that, Alicia. And
so are we gonna listen to people of colour, or are we gonna listen to white people who get offended when they're called white?
You're trying to get a divide again. No,
Are we gonna listen?
Just let the women talk, man.
Are we
You
going to
talk
listen
shit, bro.
I'm not listening to you either. Thank you very
Are
much.
we
shut
going to
up, man.
listen
No, you
to?
shut up. How about them apples?
Are we going to
Alicia, stop
listen to?
causing a divide.
Are we going to listen?
That's
to
all she
people-
wants is a
Stop it.
divide.
Behave yourself.
Alicia,
These people.
why are you apologising for something if you didn't do something wrong? So what did you do wrong then?
These
Why cause the
people-
apology? Exactly. Deflect.
Are we
So
going to
go on.
listen? Corey, I couldn't give a shit what you have to say.
Yeah, right,
You're
deflect,
literally
deflect,
28.
deflect,
You
all
look
day
about
long.
40 and you
Yeah, I
age
look
like
40,
milk.
yeah,
You
blah, blah, blah,
bitter.
blah, blah.
You're a
Thank
sad,
God your
sad
partner
man.
left you.
Sat in your house. You don't go out. You got no friends.
Yeah,
to
I
you.
just
Sad.
I've been out all day.
I feel nothing
Yeah, right,
but
babes.
pity for you.
I don't want
okay?
your pity. I wouldn't
Can't
stick
wait.
on you if
I
you were on
can't-
fire, darling.
Yeah, Angie, can we get back to you and Alicia talking? Because that
Yeah, can we get
conversation
back
was
to
very...
So, Angie, are we going to listen to people of colour and the effects it has on them? Because, by the way, the person who posted the video, she was fuming that you had played the video. She said, I don't want a racist using my video. And at the time, me and her were
That's funny,
heavily
she called you a
beefing.
racist as well.
Yeah, she called you a
her now.
racist, but
Ask
you want
her
to ignore
now.
that now.
Oh, God.
Ask her
Just
now.
because you butted her up again.
Ask her now.
So because you butted her up again,
I
now you
haven't
want to
butted her
ignore
up
it.
at all. We stand
you
for
are,
the same
quite
thing.
clearly. Oh, yeah, stand for the same thing, my ass.
This woman used a race card then.
There's no race card. There's no race card.
How can she suddenly go and make a video saying that you
Can I
were
finish
racist
what
and
I'm
then go back on
saying?
it?
Can I finish what I'm saying?
Of course you can. You can't gaslight me.
Can you, Corey, I couldn't care less about you.
I
Honestly,
disrespect you
couldn't
death
care
numerous
less
times.
about
Can you just hurry up and get it done?
Moonpig.com.
Carry on. Yeah.
Moonpig.com.
You mention it. Can you get on with it?
Right, I'm trying, Angie, but this geezer keeps talking. I don't know why you've got him in your box anyway. But anyway, oh, by the way, should we talk about Corey's transphobia after this, calling the evil queen evil king? Let's talk about that after. But first of all,
absolutely. Yeah, we'll
first of all,
First of all, hold on. Can I just say something? Hi, Corey. Are you and Evil Queen still talking or not, love?
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
You are talking?
Yes, absolutely, yes.
Okay, that's fine. I just
She was in my chat. She was in my chat when I went on, by the way.
Can we
No,
get
that's-
back
that's
to
fine.
can we get back to the tweet, the Twitter tweet?
right, are we going to listen to people of colour, who some of them are people who are not my friends, they're just people who are on this app, or are we going to listen to people in your comments who don't particularly like me, who back Corey saying the N-word, who back you saying the things that you've said, and get offended by YT, who are looking for reasons?
Right,
Do you think I'm,
Alicia.
Angie, on a serious note, do you think I'm a racist?
Right.
Yes.
Alicia, can I just say
Is your name
something?
Angie? No, it's not, it's Corey. Do
You're
you
the
think
one
I'm a
shouting the most.
racist?
Yeah, but you're a white woman and you're the one shouting the most about racism. So are we listening to you or what you say people are...
So she's the voice of reason. She's better than
So
that.
you've got a problem with someone who is not a person of colour sticking up for people that have been through what they've been through.
But what you're just saying...
So am I not allowed to speak on transphobia because I'm not trans?
Yeah, you're just saying we have to listen to people of colour, right? That's what you've just come out with. So I'm not listening to you right now.
Yeah, I can't speak. I can't speak for people of colour, but I can say what I think, and I read things, and I learn things, and I try to understand
That woman that made the
people's
video,
struggles.
Okay, that woman that made the video, she was offended by what you said, right? Now she's saying...
Ask her. Speak to her now.
Okay, now she's saying she's backtracked on that. So she's made an accusation, used the race card, which you don't believe there is, I think there is. She used the race card against you because she had an argument. That's disgusting then, isn't it? Then we should be outing
There's
this
no
woman.
such thing as a race card.
Okay, fine. But we should be outing this woman, make an accusation, calling you a racist, saying she was offended by it when she really wasn't. We're here in the boxing.
So what I've got from this
Because
is
I think that's disgusting. She pretended she was offended and she wasn't.
So what I've got from this is if you're not a person of colour, you can't speak out against racism. And the fact that there's all these... Sorry, Pharaoh, 1 second and I'll be done. What I've got from this is I'm not allowed to speak out on racism, which means I'm not allowed to speak out on transphobia because I'm not trans. I'm not allowed to speak out on homophobia because I'm not GAY. I can't speak on anything except straight, white, British women. Okay, that's all I'll speak on now. That's fine. I'll only speak on white, British...
But Alicia, you're the one that said we have to listen to people of colour. Well, now you're a white woman, so why should we listen to you?
When it comes to what you're saying to me now, me personally, I'm going to listen to my friends.
Right, okay. Can I just speak, please? Okay. You made a tweet saying black people cannot swim, right?
That's not what it said.
We know the history about that. Now,
that's not what it said.
In that video, right? I'm quite disgusted with her because she's made a false accusation. She made out she was offended. She pretended she was offended because she had an argument with you. Okay. So I think that's wrong on every level. I will not be playing her videos again because it's just.
She doesn't want you to play her videos, but
Okay, the reason why I don't care about this woman is because she made out she was offended by what you said, right? Okay, fine. But however, other people have been offended by that Twitter post. She might not be, but other people have been. You did say it, and the history behind that was, wait a minute, the history behind it, I repeat, is black people were shackled in boats and thrown into the river, okay, and drowned. That's the history behind it. So you knew about the history, because if you did not know about the history, you would have made that comment.
So that's not what I said in the tweet, first of all. Second of all, let's put it like this. When you are beefing
I will find
Corey,
that video, Elise, to prove that you're a lawyer.
when you're beefing Corey or whoever it is you're beefing at the time, you will take everything they'll say and you'll spin it to suit your narrative. So if you're arguing with Corey and he says something that, whatever, you'll twist it to your narrative.
This is a problem, though.
But now, no, I'm trying to put it to you in layman's
Okay, can
terms.
I just quickly say this one thing then, and then I'll let you speak, okay? And I'll mute myself. The thing is, me and Corey are not shouting out racism, right? Okay, yes, we don't agree with it. We're not racist. However, we're not shouting about racism. You are. That's the problem. You are. And the fact, and how are you shouting about racism? You're shouting the loudest, but yet you have been racist. It does not make sense. You have said, in my opinion, the worst comment, that's come on, that's on social media, in my eyes, because people were unalived, and you made that comment. You knew about the history about it. I had to ask what it meant, okay? And then and you said it was banter. I've got the video of you saying it was banter. So you find racism banter.
So what you're saying I said is not what I said. If you want to call me a racist, I couldn't really care less, because I know who I am as a person, like I said. And
so what did you say? Tell us what you said.
That's that.
Tell us what you said.
No.
Yeah, because you know...
Go and find it. You work on receipts. Go and find it. I've got it. My friends have seen it. People I care about have seen it. You go find it.
She's lying because she admitted it.
Go find it.
I will find that video of you admitting what you said.
No, go find the tweets. My Twitter's still there. Go find them. My Twitter's still there.
There's another thing that Alicia had said. You know what she said? Oh, but maybe I'd done it for the views. You and Corey had said things like this, and you got all the views. Maybe I did it.
That's sarcasm, Angela.
Alicia, you find it funny.
That's sarcasm.
Yeah. So you find it funny, and
that is sarcasm.
You usually joke about racism.
That is sarcasm. Go and find the tweet.
It's not a joke.
That is the tweet.
It's not a joke.
Go and find the tweets. I'm not going to listen to someone who uses the P word openly, the N word openly, people who tell people to go on boats back to Jamaica.
Because people were unalived, and that's Black history, and you know about that. So what you said was worse.
Find the tweets, Angela. My Twitter's still there. Everyone go find it. It's still there. Every single tweet is still there. Go find it.
Why did that woman...
I was reading them out the other day. Go find it.
Why did that woman, the one that you're now friends with, why does she mention...
Get her in there and ask her.
Well, I want to ask her why she pretended to be offended.
She didn't pretend to be offended.
I find that quite disgusting. She said she was offended. Yes, she did in that video. Do you want me to play it? When I find my other
I've shared the live to her. I don't know if she'll come in, because she said you're a racist, so I don't think she'll come in, to be honest.
Let me tell you something, Alicia. Do you think I'd listen to this woman who pretended to be offended, spoke on Black history, called you a racist, and now has backtracked on that?
You're saying that black women are pretending to be offended now?
I will never have her in my box anyway. You are a racist.
Oh, so you won't have her in your box now? You won't have her in your box now, but you're saying you want to speak to her?
Listen, I don't want you in my box, because she said she was offended by what you said. And now she's not. So she race baited. That's what.
How can you race bait? You can't bait someone into being racist.
Sorry. Not race bait. What she did is use a race card.
There's no such thing as a race card.
There is. Yes, there is.
What's a race card, Angie?
That's your opinion.
Do you get points on it, like a club card?
It's basically someone that's not offended, not triggered, but someone that will say that they're offended by what you've said. For example, when I said about Tori and get on the boat, that has turned around and said, oh, no, that's racist, when it's not racism. Okay, that's racist.
You know, the thing is, we've had a back and forth for a long time. You're desperate to find something on me, and this is what you're clinging on to. If you, people who cry over the word YT, want to call me racist, run with it. I couldn't give a shit. I don't care.
Right, I've said this and I'll say it again.
Come with receipts like you do for everything else.
Yeah, but at least I've always said the person that shouts the most, which is yourself, you've usually got something to hide. And I think you're the biggest racist on here.
And I'll continue to shout every
Can I
single
just say
day.
something, Alicia? Can I just say something? I'm not being funny, but this is my view, so I want to say this right now. I think personally, I'm not being funny. You stated your opinion. I think everyone's heard your opinion, but I feel for some reason, I think you need to like just try and lay off like protecting people that are people of colour, because you don't really know the deep side of the history, which goes back many thousands of years, and it's just annoying a lot of people. And I'm going to speak on facts with that because I'm a woman of colour, biracial woman. I'm going to say.
I don't speak
That's like me. Hold on a second. That's like me saying, "Oh, I was born a genetic woman and I've got a womb," which clearly I haven't. And
I don't speak for. Sorry, carry on.
That would be like me having an argument with you, which I'm making myself look like a fool, because at the end of the day, I wasn't born a biological woman. So it's me arguing back and forward with you, knowing the full facts that I'm wrong.
I don't speak for the black community or the Asian
You are, because
community
you're
or
speaking
any
on
of
it
the
now.
communities. I don't speak for people. I don't.
Well,
speak
you are,
for
because you're
people.
speaking on it now. You spoke about your friend when Angie said she'll pull out the videos and what your friend said on here. So you are. You're contradicting yourself. So you're going back on your words and what you say. You are.
Well, I'm speaking for the black community, am I?
Well, you seem to, because you seem to make out like you know a lot about the history, because you're talking on it now in the comments.
I'm being asked questions.
You're being asked questions because you jumped into the box to see, because you seem to claim that you know about black history and black, black this and black, because you've got a few black friends. That doesn't make
So
any
what? I can't have researched anything. I can't have learnt things myself.
No, but don't go on like you
to
know
speak
it all.
on something. I'm not saying I know it all. I'm not saying I know it all at all.
They're not your
I'm not
roots,
saying I
are they?
know it all, but I don't understand why you're in it with people that are racist in the comments and that, trying to get points from it.
Can I just mute everybody, because I've got the video. This lady did remove the video, but unfortunately, guys, I have saved it. Right, this is this lady who has said is that she was offended. She don't accept Alicia's apology, and because they had an argument, she decided to choose her colour. Then that's what you're saying, Alicia, against you. Okay, let me have a look.
That's what you're twisting it to say.
No, that is what exactly she's doing here.
Needs to be correct. I don't do things because I want pats on the back from people. I don't want people to be like, "Oh my God, you're amazing because you're white and you're picking up for us." What I say is what I think, and I'm not just like running with it for attention, because I'll do it in a room with 2,000 people, I'll do it in a room with 2 people. It's just what I believe. But I can also at the same time run banter. So like my Twitter, for example, when I used to be on it, I used to have a fucking laugh. We all used to have a laugh. It was backwards and forwards. Everyone was laughing. No one was upset. If anyone is upset now, a person of colour, not white people who are pretending that they're offended by this, so they've got no idea, but if a person of colour is genuinely offended, please just drop me a message and I'm happy to apologise.
Yeah. So you think racism is a joke?
If people don't understand
Let me just forward it a bit. This is when she talks about the black history, yeah? And then, I'm not going to play the whole thing because it's long, but let me go right to the end. Wait a minute.
What I will be doing is educating you like I did. Also, you can take that apology, stick it right up your rectum and spew it back out. So I hope your friends will make you take accountability for what you have said and how you address yourself moving forward. So like the rest of
there you go. So there you go. So she didn't take your. She said she was offended. She doesn't take your apology, but now that you're friends, she's.
So is the tweet on there or?
Well, you just said there. Listen,
she literally went live about it yesterday.
I'm just saying it because
I've only just started talking to her.
They said somebody in the comments said that the tweet said something about black people not being able to swim.
Yeah, that's what Alicia tweeted.
So how come you tweeted that, Alicia?
That is not what the tweet said. When I was on Twitter, I was on like in inverted commas black Twitter. That's what it was called back in the day, and we used to troll racists. There was a lot of like EDL and crazy shit, and I think it was around the time of the Olympics, and people were saying crazy shit, and I just basically was taking the piss out of a racist. My friends from Twitter are on here. They've been on here. They've been in boxes. They've told people they were there.
So you're saying EDL members were in a black Twitter group?
No, there was EDL on Twitter. Like, it's not a group. I don't know if you know how Twitter works, but it's a whole big worldwide thing.
And I'm just going to jump off because I'm going back on the train on my way home. But listen, Alicia, you've just proven to yourself on here that you personally have trolled people on the black Twitter, on the black chat.
No. I wasn't
that shows what
trolling
you are
black
on here. So you've
people.
outed yourself. So
I
people
was
need to
not
look at who
trolling
you
black
really are,
people
darling. Right.
at all on Twitter. I've just shared to my friend from Twitter. I've just shared to my friend on Twitter.
Absolutely, darling. See you later, love. Ta-ra.
Bye.
Angie, do you want to know what really gets me?
Hold on, she's finishing explaining. Sorry. Go on, Alicia.
Sorry, honey.
It's all right.
I've just shared to my friend from Twitter, but
yeah, but your friend didn't make the tweet that they're talking about, so that's
no, she didn't. But we used to all say shit. We used to troll people. I used to be like, my Britain is fuck all when they were writing stupid things on their stupid EDL things, just taking the piss out of them. And I believe it was around the time of there was some sort of sports or Olympics or something. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. And they were saying stuff. There was racism towards, I can't remember fully what it was, but it was just taking the piss out of people. And I wrote, retweet if you're black and can swim. That's what I wrote. But it was, yeah, but it's not me saying it. It's like me taking the piss out of these people because that's what people were saying. This was the kind of stuff people were saying. And I was like the token white girl, and we were just taking the piss out of people being racist, basically.
I don't feel like that's you being racist, to be honest.
That's not what you tweeted.
I'm black. I'm
That is
black.
what
and
she
I can
tweeted.
swim.
But that's you, Chev. You know, not everyone.
Chev's a black woman, so I listen to what Chev says.
Chev is speaking for black women. You've just
she's not
said.
speaking for black women. She's speaking for
I'm
herself.
not going to lie.
No,
Wait, hold on.
Chev, one sec. Excuse me, just one sec, Chev. Chev
Go
is
on.
speaking for herself. Yeah, not other people might be offended. Just because Chev isn't doesn't mean that someone else.
The only people that would have been offended are people that can't swim. I'm black and I can swim.
I'm not going to lie.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm black and I can swim. But what she's saying